Bear with me and we'll get started in just a minute here. Hi, Amy. Hello, Priscilla and Dee. Okay, sharing on my timeline. Oh, thank you, Lori. You guys are on stage with me at the President's Recognition Program. So as we wait here for the Facebook Live to start, let me get our let me get the presentation going. Oh man, and there's my echo. Okay, so how is my volume? Is it good? Someone just said they can't hear me, but hopefully that's not everyone. Good. Okay, hello, Donna. So let's get started. We used to do calls on Thursday night, but switched over to Monday so that Cheryl could co-host with me. This week I wanted to do a special call so that you guys can experience what all of the top sellers and top leaders get to do at this amazing celebration. If you are on Team Momentum or any of my makeup marketers, if you guys can share to the different groups, your team pages, and then makeup marketing online, that would be awesome. All right, so we just got back last weekend. We've been so busy, it's hard to keep up with what's going on. If this is your first time watching the call, hi, Robin. You guys are not on camera. It is only me, so don't worry how you're dressed or what you look like. I have on my Team Avon shirt here. And I want you guys to envision yourselves on the big stage at next year's President's Program. So I do have some recent YouTube videos due to the travel and the busy schedule. I haven't been doing as many as I'd like, but always got to reach for more, right? So I want to start out with a quote from Walt Disney. And I thought that this was perfect for all of us at Avon, that dream builders, you get a good idea and stay with it. You dog it and work at it until it's done and done right. So a lot of us can dream big and hope for a bigger house and more money and more time with our family, the freedom of working for ourselves. But the part that they don't tell you for all of those rewards is the hard work that you have to put in to get there. So decide what the purpose of your Avon business is. If you want to dream big and achieve your huge goals, you're going to have to work hard. If you're doing it more as a part-time thing, just something fun to earn a little money on the side, then you don't have to put as much effort into it. So the beauty of this business is that we can really tailor it to how quickly we want to build it, how big we want to build it. And the flexibility is awesome in case some personal things come up in your life and you have to kind of take a step back. That's what's really cool about the online business and building your team, is that once you get to a point, you're all working together, so you don't feel the pressure of having to do everything on your own. So that's the stage that we're in and on our team, and it's really exciting to be there. So dream big, work hard, stay focused, and surround yourself with good people Some of the lessons I've learned through business have been fun and some of them not so fun. But we push through the struggles so that we can really enjoy ourselves in the time of celebration. So we are 3 representatives away from 1,300 team members. Here's some of our leaders and top sellers in this picture here. Welcome to our newest team members, our newest Avon representatives. So I look back at my journey, and it always started. Every big thing that I've accomplished with Avon has always started with me looking up to another Avon representative, watching people get celebrated and rewarded, and me saying, I want to do that, I'm going to do it, but now I need to figure out how. So I've made a lot of big, courageous steps in my Avon journey, and I pushed and I worked at it so that it wasn't a failure. I just don't give up. And I just keep trying and achieving more, because the more I can achieve, the more lives I can change with Avon. So this is Gloria Moore. She is a local representative, and attending the PC tribute is what really made me say, I want to sell at President's Council or higher. I saw that she earned a free trip. I saw the brochure and all of the amenities and nice things on the trip, and I wanted that, so I went after it. Here are some of my fellow LABC owners, and they are all top sellers, hardworking women who have become successful with Avon. So wanting to become a top LABC came from looking up to them. And then the leadership part really didn't come in until the last 5 years. I always thought I was more the sales type person. I'm not real pushy. I don't like to talk people into anything. So recruiting and leadership was always a little intimidating to me, until I found a way that I really enjoyed doing it, and something that I was passionate about, sharing my experience and my journey online. And now I can use the Avon opportunity to change our families' lives and my team members' families. I can support them and lead them so that they can enjoy that as well. So looking up to role models like Lisa Wilbur and Molly Stone Bibb and Teresa Paul, they were really there for me, and a lot of you were when I had the brain surgery a few years back. So leadership was the area I was most hesitant to get into. It's my favorite area of the business now. So the #1 predictor of success is grit, the ability to persevere, overcome, and move forward in spite of challenges, failures, and obstacles. So we can come up with 1,000,001 excuses why we can't do a lot of things. What you've got to do is train yourself to stop making excuses, commit to your goals, and then put in the work to achieve them. So I was most pleasantly surprised to see how well Team Momentum really did in, that should say, 2017 team performance. So we sold a total of over $2 million worth of Avon products last year. We had a sales increase over 2016 of 751,000. 12 of you advanced in title in my first generation to bronze ambassador or higher. And I brought in 218 new representatives. So we actually ended up placing #1 in the nation in 3 categories. They did keep this a secret up until the awards were announced. So I was really shocked. I was hoping that we made 1 or 2 of these, definitely not expecting 3. So everyone on Team Momentum, I have my glass of Moscato here, and I want to do a cheers. Makeup marketers, please celebrate with us, because there are a lot of exciting things coming for our Avon business. All right. So it's always awkward for me to share the monetary and the stuff that we earn, right? But it's part of the appeal, and it's part of the drive that makes you want to do better and keep pushing on those days where it's not worth it. So Rob and I were given a check of $5,000 for each of those #1 positions. I always invest back into my business and try to support and reward my top team members as best as I can. Just keep pushing and dreaming big. For this, Rob and I and our kids have pretty much outgrown our house that we moved into before we even had kids. So we are hoping to take that money as a reward and put it down as a down payment on a bigger house that suits us better. I was joking with Craig Cushman, and I told him we needed a new house because of all the Avon incentives that I keep earning stuff. So I was kind of joking there, but not about using the money to put down on a house. So let's take a look at some of our President's Club members. We have 1 Rose Circle, Kimberly. We have 4 Honor Society, Agnieszka, Peter, Cheryl, and Ellen. We have 9 President's Club members: Terry, Trisha, Sarah, Leisha, Brandy, Bridget, Angeline, Julissa, and Joan. So congratulations, you guys. President's Club and above is what you want to strive for in sales. We're having a little bit of a meltdown on the kitchen table. I like to keep it real, so this is what happens when you work from home and you have kids. Okay, so the President's Recognition Program. And I wanted to add also that Avon really goes the extra mile to really recognize their top representatives, make them feel special, and really reward them for the hard work that they put into it. So at the January Leadership Conference, Lydia Riley shared how she really welcomes her team into her home, and how they have, you know, a holiday gathering. And that really like hit home to me that like my goal after leaving that trip was to try and meet as many of my top sellers and top leaders face to face as I could this year. So I doing something big. I like to take those big leaps of faith, and I invited our top President's Club members to come into where I live so that we can celebrate as a team. So we are a little bit different because we are spread out all throughout the U.S., but I know how important it is for all of us to celebrate together. Hang on 1 second, Rob. Can you help me out here?
Yes, they're homework. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, so rewards and recognition. Please go look at, yes, Terry lives in the area, so she's going to already be here. Rewards and recognition. I'm trying to share about it to you, but stuff always changes and I do make mistakes. So please do your own homework to make sure that I'm giving you all the correct details. Where you can find more detailed information is under the rewards and recognition. And then you can open up this program guide. So my goals always started with looking up to someone, then reading all the details, and then figuring out how I was gonna get there. So I see a hand raised. If you have a question, if you could ask it in the chat box, I would appreciate that. So you can track your sales progress in your avon.com under rewards and recognition and goal card. So you can move this drop-down menu here to the goal that you want to achieve. It tells you how much more you need in sales, and it tells you how many campaigns left you have to achieve it in. So it gives you the average of what you need per campaign to hit your goal. So don't wait till November to see where you're ending up and try to plan something big at that point. Hit your goals every single campaign. Make bite-sized goals that you can achieve every 2 weeks, so that at the very end you're already close to your accomplishment or have already achieved it. So print out that sales level tracking chart to see where you're tracking. And then you can also look at the top line to see what you need to average per campaign to achieve that. If you are a new representative, you're going to have to look at it a little bit differently if you did not start right away in campaign 1. So go use that goal card, figure out what it is you need to do to hit President's Club at a minimum. So there's all kinds of different perks at each level. I will tell you, the higher you climb in sales and leadership, the sweeter the rewards and perks and everything else. So just keep reaching for the stars. You can earn points. This is similar to a credit card rewards program or an airline rewards. So Avon will actually give you points for hitting your sales increase goals and your sales achievement levels. So you can also, under that rewards and recognition area, look at rewards headquarters and see all the different things that you can turn your points in to receive. So I like to, when Avon gives us something nice or does an incentive, I like to put together a social media post to show that Avon points helped me buy my first Coach purse. So when you achieve incentives and when you get to do cool things for your Avon business, take the time to share that also on social media. Those sort of real life stories is what's really going to bring people into your team and attract customers. So Wanda printed hers. She's got a long way to go, but that's okay because we just finished the first quarter. You still have 3 quarters left. I was going to show you, if you haven't been to Avon events before, they always hook us up with lots of swag. You almost always get a tote bag, which comes in handy because you leave with so much more than you bring. So we got some bug guard towelettes, a mini night cream and day cream from a new Ultimate. We got a power serum sample, and then our Bug Guard lotion. So that is cool. And while I'm on that, I'll share this too, because tomorrow I'm going into Josh's school to talk about being an Avon lady. So I took the opportunity to put together some goodies. So I've included a brochure, a Bug Guard towelette. So that package of the towels, they come individually wrapped once you open it. So they're really good to use as samples. I have a fragrance sample. I have a skincare sample. I have my business card. I have lipstick, bullets for the girls, and chapsticks for the boys, a fundraiser flyer, and what else? A recruiting flyer. So don't just think about that at handing out schools. Anytime you're going to be around a crowd, if you're doing an event, or if you're just wanting to reward your best customers. Something like this is pretty pricey to put together, so I wouldn't just blindly give these out. I would make sure it's to people that want them. I don't think I talked about the last slide. So you do also get points for birthdays and your anniversaries with Avon. So coming up here, you are going to see President's Club tributes. I haven't really been on Facebook a whole lot lately, so maybe they're already happening. I know ours is May 22nd, and they're doing it a little bit differently this year. So it's a you do, you get. So it's not going to be based on your rank within the district, as we no longer have districts. You can know ahead of time the awards you're going to come home with if you're tracking your numbers and your business. It's always a fun celebration. We get these cool trophies that look like Oscars, and it's always great to bond with local representatives and friends. This is my friend Ann down here. We talk almost weekly, and I found that having a friendship where we can talk about Avon stuff is just as important as all those business goals and planning and those actions that we take. Sometimes we just need a friend. So I hope you guys have that in someone with Avon. So here are the Pinnacle Awards. So again, all of this information is in your President's Club program book. So go look at that, make your dreams big for this year, and start planning ahead. So we just got home from Disney, and it was incredible. I told my coach that it was a little bit crazy because Disney's a little, not a little, but Disney's busy and overwhelming. And then Avon always has fun things to do and keeps us busy as well. So between the two, I'm pretty much exhausted. I think I've recovered a little bit, but Disney is tiring, and I didn't want to miss out on any of the Avon stuff, but it was really hard to balance the two this time. If you've been to Disney lately, you probably know what I'm talking about. They do this really cool thing where you get a magic band when you stay at one of their resorts. It's pretty much used for everything. So you attach your credit card to it. It's your room key. It gets you into the parks. I was kind of joking when we left Disney and I got Starbucks and I almost like put my wrist over to pay for it. And I said, oh, I'm sure the magic band doesn't work here. So anyways, it's cool. They sent it to us in a package. It had the kids' names, our names on it, and we had our personal magic bands. You pretty much have to have your entire Disney trip planned out by the time you go these days, because of the fast pass and the dinner reservations and the shows and the rides. There's so much to do, and a lot of it is planned before you even go. So it was a really cool experience. I want to share how you can earn this trip. So this trip was at Disney. Next year's trip is in Maui. It will be my first time going to Hawaii. Avon really does, if you work your business enough, starts to fulfill some of those big dreams that you've always had. So how can you get there? There's, with the sales titles, President's Council and President's Inner Circle each earn a trip plus a free guest. So President's Council, not to be confused with President's Club. So this is a huge trip. It's a big investment. So the numbers you have to achieve to get there are pretty big as well, but don't let them intimidate you. The leadership side, you can get there from Bronze Executive and above, who are President's Club members, and then Silver Executives and above earn the trip plus a guest. The additional way that you can earn it this year and moving forward are through the Pinnacle recognition. So if you look at those top achiever lists on youravon.com under the rewards and recognition, you can see the top 100 in the nation. So you can line up your numbers and see how much more you have to do to get on that list. If you're still on that list at the end of the year and you're top 20, you also earn the trip. So let's talk about what Avon really gives to us when you achieve this trip. I am very blessed to have earned probably 30 trips in my 10 years with Avon. And, you know, the more you do something, the more used to it you get. But I never want to stop being grateful for the extra mile and the planning and the money and the time and everything that goes into every small detail that they put together for us. So our hotel was covered. Our meals were covered. So if we did not have an Avon dinner, there was money put onto the magic band for us. So we had, we did buy our children in. So they were $700 each, but that included $350 for meals. It included their stay. now we have Izzy barking. Hang on one second, guys. Okay, so I had earned a 2-day park pass from the Aspira incentive. So I had 2 days to the park. What Avon included was a day to Epcot. It was just packed with events. I'm trying to think what else they cover. They cover your airfare. If you ever buy someone in or buy your kids in, you cover the airfare. Anything that you do on your own outside of the Avon events, you cover. But Avon takes very well care of us, and we really don't have to spend much when we go on these trips. And if you go by yourself and you do exactly what the Avon agenda is, you don't have to pay anything out of pocket. I know. I just want to share this stuff with you guys because I really do think like just learning and experiencing what it's all about helps you want to get there better. I hope it does, at least, because there's a lot of stuff that Avon does for us that is not talked about very often. So I'm pointing it out for you guys, so you can be there celebrating with me next year. So Inner Circle, when you sell $220,000 worth, you get a $5,000 check at the end of the year. For every 50,000 over that, you get another 1,000. So there are thousands of reasons to be at the top for selling and leadership. So let's look at what all we did. Day one, I think you guys are going to get tired just by watching it all. So we actually surprised the kids. I was able to keep a secret that whole time until the day before we were leaving. I wrapped up the magic bands and we surprised them. So they thought just Rob and I were going. We felt pretty guilty going along with that story, but it was worth it to surprise them and give them a trip of a lifetime. So we left for the airport about 3 in the morning. We had a delay because the computer systems were down for United, and they manually checked us in. So it gave us a taste of what it used to be like to travel. We got there, we got checked in, and we got checked in with Avon. We went over to Hollywood Studios. So we had a full, yes, he sat by a baby, Rhonda. I tried to share most of my trip with you guys on social media. So I was a little bit worried because it was Rob and then a mom and 2 kids. And luckily they slept most of the flight. But we spent a full day at Hollywood Studios. The night celebrations are one of the coolest things about these parks. So we went to Fantasmic, that's at Hollywood Studios. And there's fireworks and there's this huge presentation and Mickey Mouse, and they do like this projection onto water. It's just, it's pretty incredible. So we got there, spent the whole day at Hollywood Studios, and didn't get back to our hotel until about 10 at night. Here you can see Betty was having fun at the welcome reception. And here's another team playing with some volleyballs. Avon, all beach balls, I guess. Avon always has like entertainment and beautiful marketing, promotion posters everywhere. So I hope you get to experience an event with New Avon because they really incorporate the fun and the entertainment and really give us the whole package. So day 2, we went to the Magic Kingdom. Avon gave us the day to ourselves to do what we wanted. Normally on these trips, I would try to extend it so that I did my family or my personal stuff either before or after the Avon stuff. But because the cruise is so close, I didn't extend our trip this time. So I tried to make the most of every hour that we were there. We ran into JP and Lisa Scola at the Magic Kingdom, Lydia Riley and Charlene Poindexter. We had a nice chat on our bus transport, and Ava got to meet all kinds of princesses, and we had dinner with the characters. This nice lady, Ava and I were just taking 5 sitting in front of the castle. She was an employee. She came up and offered us free ice cream. I don't know how anyone could turn that down. So just another reminder of in your Avon business, how can you go out of your way for someone? How can you thank them or pay it forward? Because that kind of stuff really comes back to you tenfold. They no longer do a parade. They do a movie presentation pretty much on the castle. It goes to fireworks and lights, and Disney, Avon and Disney just do things really right. So Disney's a little on the pricey side, but they definitely go out of their way to make it a magical, memorable experience for you. So day 3, Avon Breakfast with Betty. We heard from Betty Palm, who is our president of social selling, and Scott White, who is our CEO. They announced a really exciting partnership here. So first we had business updates, and then we were surprised with this new partnership. You can see Michael Sangstack is decked out in his pink. He even has on the pink sneakers. So they had all kinds of fun stuff for us to get dressed up in, and really show our excitement for you guys who weren't there, to really feel the community and the joint partnership between Avon and the American Cancer Society. So I have started a team in Rockford. If you're on my team or in the area, I welcome you to join Team Avon on October 13th. If you are in a different area, I recommend everyone sign up. I included the website here. I will send out these slides with the follow-up recording. So it's super simple. So Lori, I went and said, find a walk. I looked at my zip code and I did not see a Team Avon already started. So I went in there and started Team Avon. So you guys can do it the same way. You can start your own team. I think it helps to use the team name Avon so that other representatives and team members can find that. So unlike the Avon 39, this is much more achievable. I have to say the Avon 39 was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done, and I only made it the 26th. So this is 3 to 5 miles. There's no fee to sign up. There's no fundraising minimums. With the Avon 39, you had to raise at least $1,800 to walk. So we all can join this. We can all contribute as walkers and fundraisers. So the Avon Breast Cancer Crusade launched in 1992 and has helped contribute over $800 million to breast cancer causes. So I hope you guys go and register, and that we can all represent Avon, the company, in our local cities and areas, and show that we are a company that has amazing products and gives back to the community. So the other announcements that were made, I believe, yeah, the kids line, so they did tell us this at the leadership conference, that they are coming back out with the kids line. Yay! Hypoallergenic, no parabens, no harsh soaps, and no tears. So I believe that's campaign 16 that it's going to come back out. And double dollars. Who signed up for Rep Fest? If you are, you're going to get double dollars in campaign 19, but you have to attend Rep Fest. So go sign up. If you're hesitant, but you've been kind of thinking about it, go do it, and then figure out how you're gonna get there, how you're gonna make the most of it, how you're gonna make it worth your time and money investment. There's nothing that gets me more excited about my Avon business than going to one of the Avon events. So we do have a new clinical serum coming out, and they said fall of this year. So I'm thinking campaign 18 or 19. It is going to be available with a mascara. I believe the price was somewhere, it's going to launch at an introductory price of around $50, I think. So this should be really exciting. The serum will help grow eyelashes, grow eyebrows. If you were growing up in the 90s like me, the trend was to like pluck all your eyebrows like Nikki Taylor. And so now none of us have any eyebrows left, and the trend is to have thicker eyebrows. So anyways, that should help us all out there. And then that same night, we had our big celebration. Did they add another company site tour at RepFest? That I have not heard any updates for. Hopefully they will be able to accommodate that. And so we celebrated all of our accomplishments for the previous year. Avon puts us up at these beautiful, expensive resorts. The awards dinner is like you're going to the Academy Awards. Everyone gets really dressed up. They go over, you know, some of our financial achievements. Donna Miles sang to us. Just a really special evening. And a big congratulations goes out to Pam Heller. She was announced as the 2018 Woman of Enterprise. I got a bouquet of roses for all of those #1 positions. So I felt really great that night. All the hard work and the dedication that we all put into the Avon business really paid off. And I hope that I can continue to bless you guys so that Avon changes your life and your family's lives. So being a top achiever, we got invited to Betty's presidential suite. So that was pretty cool. And I may or may not have lost a flip-flop there. I always bring flip-flops to change into out of my heels. I had them in my purse, and we were like holding so much stuff. And the next day I only had 1 flip-flop. So if anyone found a flip-flop in Betty's suite, that's probably mine. Okay, so let us talk about the Woman of Enterprise. It's really a fabulous award, the biggest achievement that I'll ever have in my Avon career. And I just really want you to look at these women and see how they're inspiring and how they give back and how they lead their team and help other Avon representatives around them. Jessica Stover and Pam Heller are a team. They surprised her and had Willow, her granddaughter, there. It was so sweet. And I always tell Jessica and Pam that they just always make me cry because they're both so sweet. The spirit of all the awards. So these fabulous women sell at the President's Inner Circle level and are bronze executive leader and above. So these are the elite of the elite. So look up to these men and women and keep pushing in your daily life so that you can celebrate that type of success. Day 4, Ava, I've always heard about the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and how you have to do it. And I don't know if we'll get back to Disney again while the kids are little. So Ava's dreams came true of becoming a princess. You can see the excitement there on her face. Here she is with the girl that made her over. So really special experience that Ava and I will both treasure. The boys did not participate in that, but it was a special mother-daughter moment. We had free passes to Epcot that day. There was a water show and fireworks at the end of the night. We ate at this Coral Reef restaurant that had a huge aquarium. Just a really cool experience altogether. At Epcot, there was a garden festival, so there were all kinds of flower arrangements and bushes cut out like Disney characters. Just a really beautiful time to be there. We lucked out with nice weather all but that one day. Unfortunately, well, I guess it's kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing. We were going to spend that day at the pool because they had an amazing pool. The weather had different plans for us. So we had a chill day, which was pretty badly needed after 2 full days at the park. Tim Brown and I shared babysitters 2 nights so that we could do Avon and have our family there. Izzy's trying to say hello to you guys. So Disney, actually, you can hire a babysitter through a service. Come here. Izzy likes to bark at me, and then I try to grab her, and she moves back. Okay, so anyways, we hired a babysitter so that we wouldn't miss out on the Avon event. That night, they, after Epcot had closed, they made it into Club Avon in one of the buildings. There was a red carpet, DJ, they had confetti falling from the ceiling. Just a lot of fun. So how you can experience this and get a taste of it is by going to Rep Fest. I really hope that you guys all try to be there. There's nothing better than building those bonds with fellow Avon representatives and really seeing how corporate celebrates and recognizes their representatives. So next year, like I said, it's going to be Maui, and I hope you guys all achieve it, and I hope you have a better idea of how you can achieve it now. So Rep Fest, there's I hope you guys all know about it because it's been everywhere, so you have to register. 3 days, July 27th through the 29th. You can register now. You can join Tina Patton's Facebook group to connect with other representatives, to find roommates, to find people to travel with. I know Ellen on our team met up with the local rep and they drove together. So they had never met. They met through Facebook and they took the trip. So do it. I went to my first national, hi Ellen. I went to my first conference like 2 weeks after brain surgery. So no excuses, guys. Heart of it all. So the Rep Fest incentive has been announced to get these fabulous sunglasses and scarf. All you have to do is place a $200 order in each of the 3 campaigns of the incentive, or sell 1,000 total. And then to earn the VIP party, you want to achieve level 2. So that would be level 1 plus 3 qualified team members. And then the sales track is going to be the top 500 with the most personal award sales. So what I always say about, yes, we're going to be in Amy's hometown, so she's going to have to show us around. There probably won't be time, but we'll all have fun at all the Avon Learning events and Rascal Flats, yay. So as I say about all of these incentives, if you're focused on every campaign, building those traditional sales, those online sales, and then bringing in team members, you're already going to be achieving the incentives before they're announced. So don't get mad about when incentives are announced, or you know that you're not going to even try because you can't get it. And you guys, my point is that you can always make reasons why you can't. Start putting in the efforts every day so that you are achieving. You're achieving through sales with your customers, through your online networks, and then just having fun with your team members and inviting people into the business. Always remember the bonus money that is available through the leadership program. Because it's not an incentive, I think it gets forgotten about, but there's huge money available just finding the way that you enjoy recruiting. So always look in your what's new to find leaders to look up to. See what it's like when the days start coming where all that hard work pays off. So in the days when it was not paying off for me, I looked at the other leaders. So I hope that me sharing my experience helps you guys keep going on the days where it's not so easy and it's more of a struggle. So congratulations to our Team Momentum leaders. Cheryl advanced 3 titles last year. She ended at Gold Leader. Kim Karpowitz ended at Silver Leader. Jane advanced 3 titles to Gold Ambassador. Becky, 3 titles, Gold Ambassador. Trisha, Gold Ambassador. Amy, Silver Ambassador. Gisela, Silver Ambassador. Heather, Bronze Ambassador. Barbara, Bronze, and Sarah, Bronze. And I know these leaders have just started. They're already putting into place actions and building community and being a role model for their team. So make the most of this business and go after everything that Avon puts on the table for us. We had 21 title advancements of Bronze Ambassador and above in our 3 generations. I can't wait to see what you guys do this year. And just looking back, all I've been through with this Avon business, the person that I've grown into, the things, the amenities and rewards that has blessed our family because of this Avon business. It's just important to always be reflecting back where you came from, how far you've gone, and where you've grown. This is my first trip. It was in Punta Cana. I was pregnant. Rob and I were like so clueless. We didn't know anyone. I had no idea how dressy everyone got. So I had like a summer dress on, and first time on national stage, which was nerve-wracking for me. Here's back when I started Avon, to be able to work from home, how little Josh was. Here's one of my first times putting myself out there. I submitted my picture for the What's New book, and I didn't even have any pictures of me by myself. So the more you start marketing you and your Avon business and stepping out of that comfort zone, the more comfortable you'll be doing that. So Avon has really changed my life for the better, made me a stronger, more confident person. And I think you can even see that in how I present myself these days. I've learned a lot. I've learned some good lessons, some hard lessons. But I am always so grateful for the work that Avon puts to make our experience really the best that they can. So here's Cheryl and I. We did the Avon 39. I had the opportunity to meet Fergie in New York. Avon did a Bon Jovi incentive, so we were like in a private room that he performed in. There were only like less than 500 of us, so that was super unique experience. Friends, Autumn and Rebecca Ludeman. I got to present at RepFest in Vegas. I've earned so much stuff, iPads and televisions and trips. It's just, it's the opportunity of a lifetime if you work at it. So I hope tonight provided you with some inspiration to want to do more and achieve bigger things with your Avon business. I never thought that I would be in the spot I am today, but I kept believing in myself, and I kept working at it even through the hard times. What were my first 3 years in Avon like? Well, so my first year, I really tried to go big. So I was like getting up at like 3 in the morning. I was like distributing like 300 books. I was pretty shy, so I didn't really want to approach people. But I was getting nowhere fast. So for like a whole year, I hardly sold anything. But even back then, I was interested in online marketing. I just didn't really know what I was doing at the time. So the first year, I almost failed. I didn't make President's Club. My LABC manager today is one of my only customers that stuck with me. So if I would have given up, if she would have stopped ordering from me, I may never have been where I am today. It was hard. It was not easy. It was always worth it. So I look at things, you know, do the good outweigh the bad? Absolutely. And, you know, some of the changes and the things that we go through as a company, we're not always gonna like. But we roll with the punches, and we continue to be grateful for what Avon does and gives us. And you really got to block out the noise, because there's a lot of negativity out there, especially on social media. So just make sure that you're putting in the work every day. And I think I need to go. So thank you guys for attending. Avon made another dream come true for our family. Here we are with Betty and Scott. Even Izzy got a $15 Mickey Mouse rubber toy. So we had to use up some extra credit that we still had, and I was scrambling to like get souvenirs. So Izzy got an extra special souvenir from Disney. So thank you, Avon, and you guys keep believing in yourselves and reaching for higher and higher. And I will see a lot of you on the cruise and on Facebook. So have a great night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.